What's up?
Hello, how
I,
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
You know what's
Happy
funny?
New.
Is that your bedroom?
No, this is just my like little studio room. I have like a little tiny setup of speakers and like a keyboard, and I just make little beats and try to make music on my own in here.
It's everything that I would imagine your room to be. Or you're like, do people say that?
Yeah, yeah. I feel like most of the time when people come to my house, they feel that way because it's just everything is all pastel colored and vintage and has stuffed animals and crazy things. So it's
It's
fun.
such a reflection of you. I love it.
Thank you.
Anywho, how are you doing? How's life in this quarantine time? Like, what's happening?
Um, it's been good, honestly. I've just been hanging out with my dogs and like making music. I'm working on this EP that should be coming out soon. Finishing up mixes and stuff and writing video treatments. So I'm just having fun creating and being inspired.
I love that you're being inspired during this time because you talk to a lot of people that don't feel like doing anything right now. So the
Yeah.
fact that you're able to do this is great.
Yeah, I had like this whole period of time where I had really bad writer's block and I just am starting to kind of transform out of it. I think like, I don't know, when you kind of like clear your space and declutter and, clear your energy of like anything that doesn't serve you anymore, you know what I mean? Like just transforming and that kind of energy can help you unblock creatively. So
Hmm.
that's kind of what I've been working on.
That's really interesting. So when you get writer's block, does it frustrate you, especially when you
Yes.
want to? It does.
Yeah, yeah. It's just sad. I almost feel like very hard on myself when I have writer's block because I feel like, it's this temporary moment of like, oh my God, have I lost my inspiration? Have I lost, what makes me like feel alive, which is creating. And whenever I'm unable to create, it's just really disheartening, but I always get back into it. And it really is about like shifting your perspective and just living life a little bit and being patient with yourself, really.
Is it something that just like happen? Like you can't? Can you
Yeah.
tell when it's coming on?
I can tell when I'm in a bad writer's block, but like when I'm out of it, it's just like it's like breaking through the surface of water, like breathing for the first time again. You kind of feel like that dramatic difference of holding your breath and feeling like stuck in that kind of energy. And then the minute that you're out of it, you're just like breathing fresh air again.
100%. What are some of the things that you are using for inspiration during this time when there are a lot of people out there that are not feeling inspired?
Honestly, I don't know. I find inspiration in a lot of things, but mainly what I'm dealing with in life. Like whenever I'm going through, heartbreak or even happy moments, any emotion really is inspirational for me because it allows me to have something to use my art to output. So it's like I have an outlet for those emotions and I can, channel it into that.
Hmm.
But usually when I'm sad, I tend to make music that makes me feel better. So I don't know, maybe it's just about how cathartic it is to express yourself and then have a result from it that you feel connected to. I don't know.
100%. You know what's really interesting because a lot of people, when they are in sad moments of their life, they like to write about those sad moments and it
Yeah.
probably takes them back to that situation and makes them feel sad all over again. So I think
Yeah.
it's really cool that you like to write songs that makes you feel happier when you're in those sad moments.
Yeah, for sure. It's like transforming your energy, transforming the negative into a positive.
100%. Are you the type of person that will go online and see what people are saying and things like that when you put up a music video on like YouTube and
Mm, I think I look at like DMs, like direct messages on Instagram mostly, and I see messages from people and how the music and the art has affected them and how, you know, how they feel about it really, but that's about it. I don't read YouTube comments or anything like that. But
what are some of the DMs that
yeah.
you get from people?
Um, so many different things. But as far as like K through 12, like the response from putting out that project, I feel like it was mostly people talking about how it's shifted their perspective on a lot of things, whether it's about like how they view themselves and their body, the vessel that they're in, or their life, their purpose, or inspiring them to create something on their own, which is always amazing. Like that's always my goal is to just like express myself, and if that can inspire someone to also express themselves and have like a healthy outlet for it like art, I think that's really um, powerful.
Do you ever get taken back when somebody says like you helped me through a certain situation? Like is that always the intent?
Yeah, I mean, the intent is to create some sort of positive healing or something that someone can take away from it that can help them feel in some way, shape, or form transformed or better, towards a positive. But it's very like, I mean, you know, we're all artists are human beings, and we all go through our own struggles, our own internal anxieties and depressions and all these different things. And when we make music, that's like our way of trying to express ourselves. And the fact that other people can connect with that, it makes you feel a little less lonely. You know what I mean? It's really nice.
Do you ever feel like there is something from your childhood that has molded the person who you are today, right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think my family has been a super like big part of my life. Like they're very supportive and encouraging and have helped me through a lot in my life. So I feel like, and they're very inspirational. Like my mom is just a hard worker, so is my dad. But my mom is like, she's a bad bitch. So like, she has inspired me to like channel my energy into like doing better for my life and taking care of myself and taking care of my health, mental, physical, emotional, all encompassing, spiritual. You know.
That's the one
Yeah.
thing about moms. Like moms can carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. And meanwhile,
Yes.
dads, they cry when they are getting sick and become the biggest babies ever. But moms will
That's
go
so
about
true.
her
That's so
day,
true.
take care of the kids, go to work, and all be sick. And dads can't even pull it together to like get off the couch and stop whining.
That's so true. That's so true. I love that.
So let's talk about Playdate right quick, which, by the way, I saw you perform live in Austin for South by, and I thought you're such a good performer. Like I
Thank you.
love like you have such a great voice when you're out there performing. What is your favorite part about being on stage and performing for people?
I think just the level of connectivity that happens. Like there's so many energies in the same room, and we're all singing at the same time. And there's something really magical about that feeling. Like it's something that I can't compare it to anything else. It is a very like, I don't know. It's a deep, beautiful feeling that I'm very grateful to be able to experience.
All the energy in the room, and then people are out there singing your songs, like your words, and you're like, what?
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's very intense, but it's really amazing.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
How so?
Well, it's like, if the music is like, it comes from a place of pain, and if you're singing and you're in that moment of like going back to that moment of like how you felt when you wrote the song, and then you hear other people connecting with it, and you know that they probably connect with it in that way too, because they also feel some sort of pain that they relate with together in that moment. It's an intense moment of emotion. It really is.
Okay, we got sidetracked. I want to talk back about Playdate because I feel like Playdate. Can I tell you what I think Playdate is about? Like someone who doesn't necessarily want to commit, even though the other party is fully committed. No?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean,
Another.
that's like, everybody's been through that, like the whole superficial, you want more with someone, you want a deeper connection with them. And that's what that song is about. It's really about just connection, wanting a deep sense of connection with someone. Yeah.
And you definitely go off in the lyrics. Almost like I
Yeah.
don't want you either.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't give about you anyway.
But in reality, you deep down
You
inside,
do, and that's why the last chord's like, I give a about you every day.
that Aries inside of you is probably so like hurt and emotional. Am I right? Or am
Did
I
you
right?
say Aries? Did you say
Yeah.
Aries? I have Venus is an Aries. I have a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Scorpio rising.
So you're just like deep down. Are you like low key emo or no?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely had like an emo phase when I was in like high school and stuff. And as an adult, I feel like I'm always in this like emotional state of just being me. I don't know. Like we're all pretty emotional in our own way, even if we hide it. I'm more expressive of it though, I think.
Which I feel like is good for when you're like writing music, because I feel like people can hear that emotion. Also,
Yeah.
when you're on stage, when I saw you perform, I feel like people can see that emotion, and it makes you like enjoy the performance even more, because we know that you're just not up there going through the motions. We know that you are like putting 110% into that
Yeah.
performance that you're doing right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what's next for Melanie?
Um, Music. There's music coming soon. I'm very excited about it. I have a 7-song EP. The EP is called After School, and it's kind of like this attachment to the K through 12 album, but it's not as focused on Crybaby's character. It's more focused on me and my own personal experiences. I have like a breakup song on there from like a few years ago. Like there's a lot of more personal topics that are just about me and my life and who I am as a person as well. So I'm excited to put that out.
Well, I am so glad that you were able to jump on Zoom with us for a couple of minutes. And, you know, we got a peek into Melanie's life with your pink and room that describes you oh so perfectly. I appreciate this.
I love your pink shirt, by the way.
You know what's funny? We were matching and had no idea.
I know. I like the little rose too. That's a nice little embroidery moment.
Can I be honest? I wear pink right now to confuse people, to have them think that I'm pink sweats, but in reality, I'm not. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you
You
for
too.
the chat.
I appreciate you coming on.